Listen to me right now, because the Seattle Seahawks are at a massive crossroads after reaching the mountaintop. Winning a Super Bowl is one thing, but staying there is a different beast entirely. We are talking about roster construction, draft capital, and the very soul of our team. I have been on the phone all morning gathering the facts that you need to hear. Before we dive into these seismic shifts, I need every true fan to help us hit our 1,000 subscriber milestone. Join the family now so you never miss a beat.
Let us get right into the thick of it, because the front office is not wasting a single second after that parade. The Seattle Seahawks have officially exercised exclusive rights tenders on safety Ty Okada and running back George Holani. This is the definition of a strategic foundational move that happens behind the scenes. Adam Schefter would tell you this is about roster management, but I am telling you this is about grit and depth. Ty Okada proved himself as a versatile piece in that secondary, and George Holani has shown flashes of being a reliable contributor in the backfield. When you look at the landscape of the league, you realize that championship windows are kept open by the guys who play the dirty minutes and special teams. This move ensures that our team maintains its defensive identity and ground game stability. It is about continuity. It is about keeping the guys who know the system and have the championship DNA already flowing through their veins. But do not think for 1 second that this is just a minor administrative detail. This is a loud statement. John Schneider is saying that every roster spot matters. Every single one. George Holani is a player who understands the physical requirements of this offense. He is a grinder. He is a north-south runner who does not shy away from contact. In a league where running back depth is often overlooked until it is too late, keeping Holani is a calculated insurance policy. And Ty Okada, this young man has the range and the instincts that make him a perfect fit for what this coaching staff wants to do on the back end. We are talking about maintaining the standard of excellence that brought the Lombardi Trophy back to the Pacific Northwest. You cannot let talent like this walk out the door for nothing. You secure them, you develop them, you make sure they are ready when their number is called in the fourth quarter of a playoff game. This is how dynasties are built. It's not always about the flashy $100 million contracts. It's about the Ty Okadas and the George Holanis of the world who provide the floor for your ceiling. I am fired up about this because it shows a level of discipline that many franchises simply do not possess. They are locking in the core pieces of the rotation before the chaos of the open market begins. However, while we are securing the bottom of the roster, we have to look at the top of the mountain. We have to look at how this team plans to inject fresh elite talent into a roster that is already the envy of the NFL. The front office is currently in Indianapolis, and the whispers coming out of the NFL Combine are suggesting that these minor moves are just the precursor to a massive defensive overhaul. The question is, who exactly are they targeting to take this legendary defense higher next season?
If you want to keep getting exclusive insights like this, subscribe now. We are building the best community in football, and we want you with us for every step of this championship journey.
The NFL Combine is in full swing, and the eyes of the entire football world are fixed on Indianapolis. But if you think the Seattle Seahawks are just there to watch the dash, you are sadly mistaken. Our team is hunting for the next generation of greatness. Analysts and insiders are already projecting what John Schneider and the scouting department will do with that prestigious first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The consensus is building, and it is building fast. The focus is defense. It is always defense in Seattle. We are talking about adding a blue-chip prospect to a unit that is already championship caliber. The experts are looking at edge rushers who can create havoc and interior defensive linemen who can eat up double teams. This is about depth. This is about ensuring that the wave of talent never stops crashing down on opposing quarterbacks. I am looking at the mock drafts, and I see names that make me realize the Seahawks are not satisfied with just one ring. They want a collection. They are looking for a player who can step in on day one and provide an immediate impact. Whether it's a lockdown cornerback or a generational pass rusher, the strategy is clear. You reinforce the strengths until they become unbreakable. The tactical analysis here is simple. In a division as tough as the NFC West, you can never have enough pass rushers. You can never have enough speed on the edges. The NFL Combine is where the homework gets finalized. Every meeting, every interview, and every drill is a piece of the puzzle. The Seahawks are looking for high-character individuals who fit the culture of the Pacific Northwest. They are looking for players with a chip on their shoulder. They want the guy who is overlooked, but has the tape to prove he belongs among the elite. It is about finding that diamond in the rough, or the polished star who can shine in the bright lights of Lumen Field. I am telling you, the energy in that war room is electric right now. They are watching the tape, they are checking the metrics, and they are preparing to make a move that will solidify this defense for the next 5 years. You have to understand the gravity of this moment. A first-round pick for a defending champion is a luxury, but it is also a responsibility. You cannot miss. You have to find a contributor who keeps the momentum going. As the specialists finalize their boards, the picture is becoming clear. Seattle is going for the throat. They are looking to add a piece that makes every other team in the league nervous. But as we look toward the future of the defense and the draft, a dark cloud is beginning to form over the offensive backfield. A situation is developing that could change the entire dynamic of this franchise in an instant.
Now, we have to address the elephant in the room, and it is a massive, uncomfortable reality that every Seahawks fan needs to brace for right now. Reports are flooding in from ESPN and Sports Illustrated that have sent shockwaves through the Pacific Northwest. Kenneth Walker III, the man who was just named the Super Bowl MVP, is likely headed for the open market. This is not a drill. This is the cold, hard business of the NFL staring us right in the face. My sources are telling me that the team is incredibly hesitant to use the franchise tag on him. We are talking about a player who was the heartbeat of the offense during that championship run. A player who found holes where none existed and took this team on his back when it mattered most. But now, the reality of the salary cap is crashing down. The New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs are already circling like vultures, ready to back up the truck for a superstar of his caliber. It is absolutely blasphemous to think about Kenneth Walker in another jersey, but we have to be honest about the situation. If Seattle lets him walk, it creates a massive void in the backfield that cannot be easily filled. This is the domino effect I always talk about. You sign the depth guys like Holani, you look at the draft for the defense, but then you lose your offensive centerpiece. It is a high-stakes poker game, and the stakes could not be higher. I am emotional about this because Kenneth Walker represents everything we love about Seahawks football. He is explosive, he is tough, and he is a winner. To see him potentially walk away to a rival or a powerhouse like the Chiefs is a bitter pill to swallow. The fan base is going to be rightfully outraged if this happens. How do you let a Super Bowl MVP test the market? How do you let that kind of talent just walk out the door? The front office is betting on their ability to find value elsewhere, but you cannot replace the heart and soul of a champion that easily. This decision will define the offseason. It will define the next 3 years of this franchise. We are looking at a potential shift in the entire identity of the offense. If Walker leaves, the pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line doubles overnight. Every decision made at the Combine and every tender signed this week is now viewed through the lens of this potential departure. It is a critical moment. It is a moment that requires nerves of steel from the front office. But the question remains, is the risk worth the reward of cap flexibility, or are we about to watch our greatest offensive weapon walk away for nothing more than a compensatory pick and a whole lot of regret?
This is a defining moment for the Seattle Seahawks. We are seeing the calculated moves to keep depth, the strategic planning for the 2026 draft, and the heartbreaking possibility of losing a superstar in Kenneth Walker III. It is a roller coaster of emotions and business decisions that will shape our future for years to come. I want to hear from you. Do you think the front office is making a mistake by letting the Super Bowl MVP test the free agency market? Should we have used the franchise tag, regardless of the cost? Drop your comments below and let your voice be heard. We are a community, and your opinion matters in this conversation. Make sure you stay tuned as we track every move of this offseason. Let us go, Seahawks.